All over this country, people are standing up, and they're saying we will not accept a society of massive income and wealth inequalities, a society in which the very rich are getting much richer while millions of working families are struggling to put food on the table.
As Bernie Sanders launched his Fighting Oligarchy tour across the western United States, he was met with a wave of enthusiasm that few politicians could command. His rallies in Las Vegas and Tempe, Arizona, were packed with supporters eager to hear his impassioned message against corporate greed and the influence of billionaires in American politics. But it was in Denver, Colorado, that the true extent of his political reach became clear. More than 30,000 people showed up, surpassing the size of any event from his previous presidential campaigns. Sanders has spent decades championing economic populism, warning that unchecked corporate power and billionaire influence would ultimately shape the country's policies to benefit the wealthiest at the expense of working Americans. Now, with Donald Trump back in the White House and billionaires like Elon Musk playing a prominent role in governance, Sanders' long-held warnings seem more relevant than ever. In a fiery speech to his supporters, Sanders declared, "You have to be blind not to see that what we have today is a government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires." His words resonated with those who feel left behind by an administration pushing drastic spending cuts, mass layoffs, and the elimination of federal agencies. As inflation continues to weigh on middle-class and working-class Americans, Sanders has emerged as the most vocal and unrelenting critic of the new political order.
Well, Mr. President, if you are too cowardly and too vain to accept criticism, then get out of politics.
The Democratic Party, still reeling from a crushing electoral defeat, has been left fractured and uncertain of its future direction. The loss not only handed Trump a second term, but also exposed deep divisions within the party. An NBC News poll last week showed Democratic Party approval at an all-time low, largely due to dissatisfaction among its own supporters. Many believe party leaders have been too passive, seeking compromise rather than taking a strong stand against Trump's policies.
Without common agreement between Democrats in the House and in the Senate and amongst ourselves, we have no power to stop this president.
Into this void stepped Bernie Sanders. His ability to galvanize large crowds and articulate a clear, uncompromising stance against the administration has given him a new platform as the face of resistance. For many disillusioned Democrats, Sanders is proving to be the leader willing to fight back where others hesitate. For years, Sanders has argued that America's political system was being hijacked by billionaires seeking to consolidate their wealth and power. With Trump's return and the prominence of figures like Musk, his warnings now seem like a prophecy fulfilled. The administration's approach, slashing government spending while billionaires thrive, has validated Sanders' long-standing argument that economic and political power is increasingly concentrated in the hands of the ultra-wealthy. Sanders' opposition isn't just ideological. It is deeply personal to the millions of Americans struggling under the weight of stagnant wages, rising costs, and diminishing government support. His tour has become more than just a rallying cry. It is a movement that could shape the political discourse in the years to come. As the Trump administration accelerates its agenda, Sanders remains a rare figure in Washington, a veteran politician whose message has remained consistent for decades. While the Democratic Party debate their next steps, Sanders the Independent has seized the moment to become the loudest and most visible opponent of Trump's policies. Whether this momentum will translate into something greater, a re-energized progressive movement, a stronger left-wing coalition, or even another presidential run, remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. In an era where many politicians have struggled to find their footing, Bernie Sanders is standing firm, unwavering in his battle against what he sees as the unchecked power of the billionaire class.
What is going on now is an unprecedented level of greed and power on top. These oligarchs want it all. They really do. They are not nice guys. If we stand together, we can beat them. And for the future of not only our lives, but our future generations, We must beat them. Let's go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more political analysis.